Well, just want to do a quick review on the PSE Prophecy, the bow I'm shooting this year. Haven't seen really too many videos on it, any reviews or anything, so I thought I'd do one. As you can see, I got the black version. Hang on, I got a car going past me. I got the black version. One of the cool things about PSE is they got accessory options where you can choose different colors: blue, red, yellow, orange. Clearly I went with fluorescent green. For all your dampeners here, I got super quads in mine. PSE has these dampeners here, like these black ones here. They come with the green ones also, but I took those off. These are a little better quality. Did notice made it a little quieter. But other than that, I kept the rest of the dampeners. It's a really cool looking bow. Clearly I got a custom pair of strings on here. So I will not be able to review the PSE strings, especially on the main line. The PSE is the flagship for their main line. They also have a pro line, and I'm not sure if they use the exact same quality strings on both lines, but I can't speak for either one of them because I never shot the PSE strings. I immediately, first day I got the bow, I slapped these strings on, made by Zero Tolerance bowstrings. Really good strings, look great on the bow, shoot great. But just a little more about the bow. It's a 32-inch axle-to-axle. It's obviously a single cam, as you can see. It's 6-inch brace height. It's 340 feet per second. So for a single cam, I mean, it's screaming for a single cam. A little bit about the bow. I mean, you can see it's got the pro riser. It's got the tapped holes, so you can put all kinds of stabilizers and accessories on it if you're wanting to shoot tournaments or anything with it. So it's got the pro riser on it. Got the X-Force limbs. It's got the amp cam, PSE. Now a little bit about this cam. Hang on one second, got another car going by. Alright, sorry about that. The amp cam, man, obviously, if you're going to get 340 feet per second out of a single cam, it's going to be an aggressive cam, as you can see. It's not the smoothest bow in the world, I'll tell you that. You know, this is not one of those bows. I got this one set up 70 pounds. Hang on, I got another car coming, sorry. But this bow is 70 pounds. I currently have it at 27 inches, that's my draw length. But this is not one of those bows that you're going to say, oh man, it feels like 60 pounds. I mean, it feels like a 70-pound bow pulling back, which I don't struggle with 70 pounds at all, so it's no big issue. But, you know, this was not going to be one of those bows you say, oh man, it feels like 60. I mean, you're going to feel the 70 pounds of it. And then, one of the things I really love about this bow is rock solid back wall. I've shot limb stop bows before and I really like them. Currently there's none that I really want right now. So this is as close to a limb stop bow as you can get. This is rock solid back wall. And it's one of my favorite things about this bow. Except for it's extremely easy to tune. You know, once I got it set up, I mean, I didn't have any issues. I got a bear shaft. I didn't bring my bear shaft today or else I'd show you, but I've got a bear shaft hitting out to 60 yards with this thing. Grouping with my fletched arrow was perfect. I mean, it tuned right away, real easy. I will say, this is my first PSE I've ever had, and there's not much adjustment with the quads. I got the quad HDX on here. I mean, to get it to not hit your shelf, you got to have it right there, and then as far as going up with it, you don't have no adjustment. I mean, I'm at the bottom of my hole right there, so I can't really go up. So you got to do a lot of your adjustments with your D-loop. That's one drawback from this bow. I'm not sure if all PSEs are that way. I'm sure they are. It's the same riser. So that's one drawback of it, but I didn't have any issues. Like I said, it tuned right away. Going back to the cam, I mean, I'll be the first to tell you, a lot of people talk about this draw force and smoothness and all that. You know, I don't know much about that. Like I said, it feels like 70 pounds pulling it back. I mean, you get to your wall, it's solid as all get out. Draw force curve or smooth cam, that's not something that throws me off of a bow, 70 pounds is 70 pounds, whether I'm pulling it at the front of the bow, the back of the bow, the entire length of the draw length. 70 pounds is 70 pounds to me. What I look for in a bow is a solid back wall, and that's what this bow has. It's pretty accurate. I mean, I'm not the best shooter in the world, so I can't tell you how accurate this bow is. Like I said, I'm shooting a barrel shaft down 60 yards pretty easy. One thing I will say about this bow, again, this is my first PSE. As you can see, I got this bee stinger stabilizer set up on it. The reason why I had to do this is I needed this this back bar, this side bar, because I was really struggling to keep this bubble level. This is the first bow I've ever had this issue with. Most bows I've never needed a sidebar, and I never fought the level very much. I was able to hold the bubble level real easy. This one really fought me. So I got this, and now that I put this on, I can hold this thing really steady. And I'm getting some decent groups. I got a 7-pin sight. I'm shooting out to 80. It's the first time I ever shoot out to 80 today, and it's doing pretty decent for my first time. My biggest thing, I mean, I'm holding the bow steady. The bow's really planted pretty good, and it's really confident. I'm struggling with my release right now. It's all me that's struggling, but the bow is there. I just need to work on my pulling through my release and not punching my trigger. Now, there is a little hand shock with this bow. It's a single cam, so obviously all your action's down here. So there's nothing to cancel this limb out. So you're gonna have a little bit of a jump. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Especially now that I got these stabilizers on it, it's really not bad for me. But and then noise. That's the biggest drawback from this bow. I really like it. It's getting good speeds. It's a single cam, so it's easy to tune. And rock solid back wall, but it has some noise. It's not loud by any stretch of imagination, but there's a lot of quieter bows out there. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna take a few shots for you, and so you can hear how quiet it is, so you can watch it shoot and everything. I'll show you what kind of group I can get. I think I'm at 50 yards right now. Show you what kind of group I'm getting at 50. Like I said, I've been shooting for the last 2 hours, so I'm kind of wore out. I just now quit because I wasn't getting good groups anymore. It's starting to get a little wear and tear on me. But I'll let you see the bow shoot. I hope this video's turned out. This ain't the best camera I got. I'm hoping it's in focus. I'm not wasting my time here. But let's take a few shots of this bow. When I'm first shooting it, I'm going to take these off so you can see what it's going to be like from the factory, because you might not have a bee stinger set up. So I'll take these off real quick. And then before I shoot my group to show you, I'll put these back on so you can see how good the bow shoots. Well, let's finish up the review. I hope you like it, I hope it helps you decide whether you want a PSE Prophecy or not. Sharp looking bow, and good all around bow, man. There's better bows out there, and there's a lot worse out there. It's a decent bow for the price. So let's get some shooting done. Alright, guys. Take these off real quick. Alright, got my target set up down there at 50 yards. That way, word of advice to anybody who's doing a bow review, they always set their target up like 10 or 20 yards at the farthest, and all you hear is the arrow hitting the target. So hopefully this will let you hear just the bow. Like I said, my camera's not the best. It's just a little handheld Nikon Coolpix. So the microphone's obviously not the best, so hopefully you can still hear the bow and everything, and just see it shoot. Let's take some shots. I'm gonna do my best to grip the bow and not to not to jerk or anything, so you can see the bow shock, the hand shock and everything. Like I said, you know, it feels like 70 pounds. I mean, it's pretty constant all the way back, so I guess that's what people call smooth. From front to back, it doesn't change much. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, and another thing that may throw a lot of people off, and it's a big deciding factor, is the creep. PSE bows, they don't have creep. So that's one thing you need to decide whether you want. Now, not having creep is really good for accuracy and speed. That's why PSE can get the speeds they get, because you get one of those cans with 80% let off and you got a big valley there that you can creep at. I mean, when you pull that trigger, it's taking that bow a few seconds to pick up speed, and you know that's going to hurt your accuracy, because during that time you could flinch, and that's when you're going to twist your bow, torque your bow, before you know that bow is picking up speed. Plus, you know, before it picks up full speed, it's already used up an inch or two of its power stroke. So that's one reason why PSE sticks to these very small creep cams. That's how they get their speeds. So there's no creep to this bow. You got to hold it true, or else it will want to go on you. I'll show you. Just prepare to move it. I mean, you don't have anything there. So it helps keep your form good. But the good thing about this, I've shot a bear method, or yeah, motive, and same thing with the bear motive. It doesn't have much creep either. It wants to go, but when the bear motive wants to go, it wants to go. This bow is manageable. Even though it's a single cam and it's an aggressive cam, when it wants to go, it's pretty easy to calm it down. You know, like that. I mean, I can control it. So it's not really a big issue. I like it. I like cans like this. And that's another thing, like I said, I forgot to tell you that attracted me to this bow. It's got that rock solid back wall and that really no creep cam. Like I said, it's not bad. I know PSE's got a couple that are a lot worse than this, like the Omen Pro. But I mean, you're not gonna have no creep. If you're wanting a bow with creep and all that, this ain't it. Got a phone call. It's the wife. I better answer that after I shoot this shot. I was gonna said I might shoot 3 more shots. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm ready to get home. I've been out here for a while, so I'm gonna put my stabilizers on and try to show you the accuracy shots here. I'll let you watch the bow while I do it, then we'll walk down to the target. Again, like I said, my shoulders, I've been here for 2 or 3 hours. I'm getting a little wore out. This is 50 yards. Normally, pretty decent at 50 yards, but we'll see how I can do here with all the pressure of the camera being on me. I'm not like a tournament shooter, I'm just a hunter. Like that one there. It's a decent shot, but it didn't feel great. I was kind of moving. Like I said, right now I'm struggling with punching this trigger. The bow's holding pretty good. I was moving on that one, but for the most part the bow's holding good. I'm holding it good, but then as long as I'm not concentrating on pulling the trigger, I'm making good shots. But once I start, I'm holding steady, but once I start trying to pull that trigger, I start moving a little bit on me. That was a bad shot. That was arrow number 3. I got all my arrows numbered, so we'll get down there. You'll be able to see the arrow number 3 is not a good shot. Let's see if I can put this arrow number 4. Let's see if I can put a good one on number 4 here. That one felt good. So if you look at any of them judging the accuracy, we'll go down there and number 4 would be the one to go by, because that's the only one of the 3 that really felt good. Let's go see what that group looks like. There's my target down there, 50 yards. Well, my battery took a dump as soon as I was looking at the target. I was gonna walk down there without breaking up the film. That way, nobody accused me of, shooting this group at 20 yards. But like I said, it's not a good group. So I don't think anybody's gonna accuse me of that. Like I said, only one of the shots really felt good. That was number 4 arrow. First one didn't feel too bad, but that second one was terrible. So here's my group. My battery's about to die again. Number 1, that was my first arrow, just a little to the left. This is number 4. I turned it for you. Man, she's in there. See number 4 written on my veins. That's the only shot that felt good. I mean, that's a dead deer right there, son. And there's my bad shot. Like I said, the first one and the last one felt decent. The last one felt really good. This one felt decent, and this one was terrible. So there's kind of gives you an idea of the accuracy of the prophecy and everything. Good all-around bow, guys. You wouldn't be making bad choices going with it. So if you're on the fence about the prophecy, hope this video helps you out. Thanks a lot for watching. God bless. Hope you guys have a good season.